Here's another cool God story. Uh, this happened back when I was 5, maybe 4. I think it was 5. But what happened? I was at a lake and I was playing on this raft that we had, and this big kid came along and started to take it out toward the deep part. And I was like, "Hey, don't do that. I'm not allowed to go out there without my life vest on and stuff." And he was like, "Oh, I'm going to do it. You better get off the raft." And we went back and forth some, just some typical kid stuff. And eventually I got off the raft, but I got off too late. It was already too deep, and I couldn't swim. And I went under the water, and I was just crying so hard. I was bawling my eyes out because this big kid had taken my raft, and I was worried about getting in trouble, and he didn't care that I was going to get in trouble, and like just felt feeling very hurt, very rejected. And so I'm under the water and I'm crying, and I'm doing this weird like kind of trying to swim thing because I don't know how to swim. I'm trying to get towards the shallower parts somehow, and well, all of a sudden I hear the words, look up. And I looked up, and up above me there's this another raft up there with 3 kids around it. And so I go up to the top of this raft, and I kind of get my way up, kind of claw my way up to the raft and grab on and pull myself up. And there's these 3 girls there, and I was like, "Hey, can you bring me into the shallow end because I can't swim?" Of course, they're looking at me like, "What? Where'd you come from? You can't swim. You were like under the water. We didn't see you come up here." Like, I have no idea. I have no idea how much distance was between where I got off of, my raft and to theirs. I really have no idea how long I was under the water or anything. And but they agreed to take me to shore, and so I went over there, and then I realized, wait a minute, I was under the water and I was crying. And I realized that in that moment, I wasn't worried at all about the water. And to this day, I don't think I've ever felt that safe. Ever. Like, at any other time. So, not only is my life miraculously saved, but in that moment when I felt so much rejection, in that moment when I felt so much, hurt and rejected, and that was the moment that I was the safest. That I felt the safest, and that's just cool. Praise God. Thanks for listening.